Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is your girl Spice. For today's video, I'm going to talk to you about my honest impressions about Canadians. It's been over 6 months since I moved here in Canada, and being an observant person like me, I've seen a lot of interesting things about the Canadians. I'm talking about the lifestyle, characters, manners, and cultures. And being this person who was born and raised in a different country and grew up in a totally different culture, it's definitely a challenge for me in having to deal with all these things that are new to me and things that I'm not familiar of, and the kind of attitude or behavior and characteristics of the people who live here in this country. So that's how I first got my impressions. So if you guys want to know what my impressions are about the Canadians, then you should keep watching. First of all, regardless of their income or social status, they are just remarkably casual and informal. I mean, sure, they dress up for their workplace to meet some specific dress code or professional dress code, but they don't really flash on expensive stuff like their accessories, shoes, and clothes. But if we're talking about outside working hours, it's common to see them walking around wearing their casual clothing. It could be sweatpants, yoga pants, flip-flop sandals, ripped jeans, and casual shirts. Okay, here's next. Canadians eat their supper or dinner time early compared to what us Filipinos are accustomed to. So in the Philippines, we eat supper or dinner time at around, I think the earliest is 6 p.m. and then there's the usual is 7 p.m. and I think the latest is 8 p.m. So those are the times, right? But here they have their supper or dinner at 5 p.m. Yeah, it's an hour early. It's still early. And what happens when they are still up by 9, 10, or 11 p.m.? They eat snacks. And that is going to ruin my diet. Oh Lord. You know what, guys? Canadians are punctual, and I thought that is a very good thing. It's one of their best characteristics. In the Philippines, there's just what we call the Filipino time, and it means always late and never on time. And if there's one more thing that I really like about this country and its people, is that they respect different cultures. Historically, Canada has been very welcoming to immigrants. Most Canadians have active lifestyle. They are so into sports. They started at a very young age, like elementary, middle school, high school, college, adult, even the elderlies. They love sports. They go from hockey. Well, hockey is their national sport, and especially during winter. Lacrosse is their main sport during summer, and they also have curling, skiing, and etc. They're just so into sports. And oh, before I forget, basketball. Basketball leagues here are big, especially on girls and women. And if you're a foodie, if there's such a word, you would want to live here in Canada. They love pizza a lot. They love barbecuing, grilling meat, food, steak, seafoods. They just love other countries' cuisine like Chinese food, Japanese, Thai, Syrian, and I hope soon Filipino cuisine. But I've already started introducing them to my wife, and she just loved it. And they also support local. They love their very own Tim Hortons. And one of the things that I noticed about Canadians when they're eating at a restaurant is that they're big on tipping. And tipping is customary and expected here in Canada. So the tip that you give for a waiting staff is like 15 to 20% of your bill. And the tip that you give to other types of workers like taxi driver, hairdresser is usually 10% of the bill. Wow. I think this next one is a giveaway, or maybe not. I'm not really sure. But Canadians are polite people. And I observed that they wait in line patiently and they say sorry if they bump into a person or to anybody. Yeah, they just say sorry a lot and they're very apologetic. Especially when and this is based on my experience too, right? So if you are in a specific aisle in a grocery store or in a mall and you are standing in front of that aisle and somebody, needs to pass in front of you, obviously they're going to say, excuse me and sorry, or they say excuse me, and the person that's being passed the one who is standing in front of that aisle looking for something would say, "Oh, sorry." They're just really polite people. Oh, and one more thing, they will open the door for you. If they see somebody behind them, coming in or going into the same direction or door, they will hold the door and open it for you until you are in. Yeah, I think that's my favorite characteristic so far, and being punctual is the second. And lastly, Canadians value their personal space. And I think that's one of the reasons why they don't have public utility vehicles. I'm not sure. That's just my thought about it. The space between two people talking in person would be like an arm's length space. So that's how they value their space. I think people would just love to, travel by car, their own car, and not commuting. And there you have it, guys. So those are my impressions about the Canadians. So again, if there are Canadians watching this video right now, comment down below if you think you like what you've seen today and if you agreed with me about the things that I like about Canadians. So overall, I have a very good impression about the Canadians. So if you guys want to experience that, you should just come here. Come to Canada. There's a lot of nice people in here, and you would just really love to be here. And people are just very welcoming, especially to the LGBTQ community. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you liked it, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed already, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This has been your Girl Spice. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!